Hello and welcome to your shorts project. So this will be the final for this class, the Advanced Sewing Lab at Kent State, and we will be making this really stylish pair of shorts. They're sort of like a paper bag style. They've got pockets, a zippered fly, and a button. They are one size fits someone. Maybe not you, definitely not me. But this is the size we're making because this is the size of the pattern. They hopefully will fit someone in your life, but mostly the point is to practice making a real garment that has things like a zipper fly and these pockets and a waistband. So sometimes you just have to suspend your disbelief and pretend like you're making shorts for a real person when they are for an imaginary friend. Anyway, this is the tour of what you need to get started on this. So we'll start out, we'll need all of our pattern pieces that I'm going to talk you through. We'll also need a 6-inch zipper and about 2 yards of fabric, which I will supply for you. But I wanted to walk you through the pattern pieces really quick in this video. I am not going to show you how to cut all of these out again. I will only talk through like that one because it's the exact same process as we did on our caddy bag project. You're lining up grain lines, you're using the information on the pattern to cut out your shorts. So really quick, I'm going to walk you through what you've got. You've got your side front pieces, number 1, and then your regular front piece is number 2. 3 is the side back. 4 is the actual back. 5 is the pocket, and 6 is the waistband. And you'll notice we've got some big old Scoopy-Doos. That is because you are a person with legs, and legs require Scoopy-Doos. And the main thing I want to show you on these pieces that you note, because we're making copies of these as well. Pocket openings, you definitely want to mark those because that is where you will be leaving stuff open. That's where we'll be working with our pockets. This piece, just be sure to note the grain line because it is, I mean, none of these pieces are perfect rectangles like our last project, but this one is kind of odd. So be sure to line your grain line up with this. And finally, this piece is the first one we've encountered with a cut on the fold mark. That is this. It specifies on their cut to unfold, so you don't have to worry about like forgetting that information. But if you need help cutting fabric on the fold, let me know. What this is going to look like is, unlike all of the other steps where we make sure that our fabric is laying completely flat and not doubled over, you will specifically make sure that it's got a fold on the grain line and slam that bad boy down, trace it, add seam allowance on the outside, and cut it. If you have questions about that, I can of course go over it in class again, but just wanted to really quick throw out there that that is one new thing in this pattern that we didn't encounter in our last one. So go ahead and get cutting. If you've got any questions, you know you can always ask me. I did want to note something. Because we're making like a garment and not just a bunch of squares this time, some of the pieces, it does matter that you flip them. Specifically, if you're using a fabric that's got like a right side and a wrong side, it's extra important that you trace one. I've got side front here, and then I'm going to flip it like this. You'll notice the back also has some of the markings drawn on it, which is not always typical, but is typical of this pattern, so that's convenient. So be sure that for each one you do, the second one is flipped over. I usually just, what I do is I start always with the right side up and then I do the wrong side up so that I know that I've done 2 of all of them in that way. But I think that that is important on every one of these pieces except for the waistband. Yeah, the waistband is the only one that you don't, well, and pocket. Waistband and pocket are the 2 that you don't need to worry about that on. Everything else, be sure that you flip your pattern pieces.